Hi, I'm Jo Woods and I'm a psychotherapist, counsellor and coach from Melbourne. I specialise in relationships, and that is starting with the relationship that you have with yourself. I came to this work from personal experience. In my mid-20s, I had a panic attack. And back then, it might not seem like I'm that old, but I am. It was a long time ago and no one really talked about them, and they certainly didn't describe what I was having as a panic attack. And from that moment on, I became fearful of having what I didn't know what it was. And then I developed agoraphobia and then depression. Essentially, I had that sort of generalised anxiety disorder for quite some time and ended up not being able to work. It was a very debilitating time, very confusing time. And that's what led me to this work. After I found a psychotherapist and she immediately described what I was experiencing as being anxiety and helping me understand what that actually was and that there was nothing wrong with me. I just needed to address some of the patterns of my mind, and most importantly, I wasn't going to die. Once I moved through that period and learnt for myself, I became really clear that it was important to me to be there for other people. 30 years on, I'm still here, and in the last 8 years, I've been specialising in couples work as well as personal development. But it always comes back to self-awareness and being able to keep yourself emotionally and mentally steady. I've done a lot of trainings in this field. I've worked with the Gottman Institute doing their levels training. I've been a part of Esther Perel's sessions and done a lot of trainings with her and Terry Real. I've also done the emotion-focused therapy with Susan Johnson online. Really integrated approach to relationships, and also from my own experience. I can be honest with you and say that my relationship history is far from stable. I found it so difficult to feel secure in relationships. Something to do with the people I was in relationships with, of course, but most of it was to do with me. The attachment style that I had and have really created a lot of turbulence for me, and I could never get comfortable. So I've learned a lot about that. I've integrated a lot of self-regulation practices, and I've shifted my beliefs about the need to be with person most of the time. And it's interesting how that's transpired now into an awareness of a relationship being made up of two separate people, two different people. It's an important part of my life, my work, because it really reflects my own experience. And the most important thing is having someone there to, I guess, help you and guide you through this difficult time you might be having. And I really appreciated the people who were there for me at that time, and I like to be here for others in the same way.